This is Eagle News, Washington, D.C. I am Rose Papa Angeles. The Philippine Embassy in Washington, D.C. hosted Saturday's this year's Migrant Workers Day, recognizing Filipino migrant workers' sacrifices and celebrating their contribution to today's global workforce. Eliza Gonzales-Manglicmot with the story.
To express gratitude to Filipino migrants in the United States for their bravery, hard work, and love of the motherland, the Philippine Embassy here in D.C. opened its doors for Migrant Workers Day, a day of celebration, services, and a showcase of Filipino food and culture.
We are giving thanks and giving this day to our migrant workers to make them fully aware that they are the reason why we have a landmark legislation. It's a landmark legislation because this is a legislation that looks at labor migration at a very comprehensive perspective, no? From recruitment, deployment, even to integration and reintegration.
What is one of the most common problems or conflicts that you help find solution to pagdating po sa mga migranteng manggagawa?
Actually, of course, we have to understand that the Philippine government, as a matter of policy, does not encourage labor migration. But since we also respect their right to labor mobility, when they go overseas, work overseas, and decide to do that, then the government must provide protection mechanisms. No? So ito mga problema from the most common contract violation, no, to the most complex issues of abuse, no, of our workers, different forms of abuse from physical to psychological. Dito naman sa US, wala pa tayong, hindi naman natatanggap natin yung mga kaso na physical, no. Syempre may mga problema with their employers when their contracts the contractual provisions are not complied with. So these are some of the issues, but beyond that also we have issues of our workers being sent here na may malaking binabayaran sa Pilipinas, no? Yung mga ating mga recruitment agencies, we're trying to check them because hindi naman pupunta dito ang mga Pilipino sa labas, no, para makapag-ipon. Paano kung malaking utang na nila sa Pilipinas pa lang, no? So these are some of the issues that we are confronted with.
Migrant workers Maria, Yolanda, Epifania, and Sarah, all brought here by diplomat employers, say they are lucky for having such great bosses. One thing they all struggle with, however, is the ever-present and difficult companion, homesickness. But thanks to modern technology, distance is now easier to overcome.
Namimiss ko yung family ko kasi napakalayo po nila. Tapos, lalo na sa amin, probinsya, walang signal yung internet. So, siguro ang tagal ng kailangan pumunta ng city para makontak sila. So yun, isa po yun sa yung namimiss ko yung family ko po. Ang pinaka mahirap.
Kung naho-homesick po ako, may way po gaya ng internet, kaya para sa anak. Pero gagawin po lahat para sa mga anak. Para lang mabigyan sila ng magandang buhay at mapag-aral sila.
Ang mahirap pag nasa malayo ka, yung homesick. At saka yung kahit may sakit ka, kailangan mong magtrabaho. Buti na lang, mababait ang mga boss namin. Yun lang, considerate sila.
Sa homesick naman, ano na ngayon yung marami ng teknolohiya, so wala namang problema pagdating sa
Original Filipino music, a barong and barot saya presentation, plus nostalgic eats like the ever-comforting ice ube added to the already jovial ambience. Maria, Yolanda, Epifania, and Sarah appreciate events like this simply because being around Filipinos like themselves help them forget being away from home, even for a little while.
Nakakatulong po talaga kasi kung may problema ka, pwede kang lumapit dito. Tapos yung mga organisasyon po, malaking tulong po sa kanila sa atin. Kaya ng event na to, nakakawala po ng homesick.
Sa akin naman po, very happy na makakita ng mga Filipino dito. Nakakawala ng lungkot kasi at least may nakita kang kalahi na Filipino kasi nakaka-miss po talaga sa Pilipinas.
Marami kang makikita mga kababayan, tapos doon mo makikita yung mga matagal mo na hindi nakikita kung minsan. Tapos para lang kayong magkakapatid like ngayon. Kainan after this. Yeah. Masaya, nakakawalan ng lungkot kahit papaano.
Saka nakakatulong rin sila, kaya kailangan rin sumusuporta ka kung anong mga event nila dito. Yeah, oo. Kasi sila ang tinatakbuhan namin ng mga OFW.
And for this response and support from overseas workers, Labor Attaché Trinidad couldn't be more thankful.
Na taba ng puso, no? At kami po nagpapasalamat sa kanila kasi binibigyan nila ng buhay yung aming mandato, no? Sabi nga nila, masama daw magpasalamat yung mga government workers kasi mandato naman. Pero gusto nating magpasalamat sa kanila kasi nga tumutulong din sila, no, na mapaigi natin ang serbisyo because without their feedback, without their participation, this is actually one of our ways to test whether we can encourage them to participate, no, and make them more confident in government, especially under President Duterte, because President Duterte has promised to take care of our overseas workers.
Booths of community and embassy partner organizations for Filipino workers, such as the United Federation of Filipino Teachers in America, provided information and assistance to those seeking professional development.
We recognize the exemplary abilities of Filipino teachers in schools, in respective schools, and in the community. Here in Philippine Embassy, we usually have summer class program, to encourage the children to learn how to speak Filipinos.
So we also provide community services in the Philippines. We have recipient schools. In fact, Unified before, we have a school building that was donated in Southern Leyte. And we also send books to the Philippines. We also provide scholarships, and we organize international events. We also recognize professionals coming from other organizations like teachers, nurses, businessmen, engineers, journalists, authors, writers, those people who are doing impact in our communities.
Migrant workers agree that with kababayan support from different Filipino organizations here in the U.S., as well as focused determination and enduring patience, make their dreams within reach.
Sakripisyo lang talaga na para sa future ng pamilya, mga anak, yun lang. Na lahat matulungan ng lahat ng problema.
Kailangan maging matatag, lalo na sa pag inatake ng homesick, napakahirap nun. Kaya bago kayo umalis, mag-isip kayo kung kaya nyong mawalay ng ilang taon. Yun lang, dahil pag inatake ng homesick, wala. Yung mga pangarap.
Kailangan maging mabait at saka yun nga magbaon ng maraming pasensya kasi ang hirap dito.
Sa mga balak pong mag-abroad na para sa pamilya gagawin po lahat, yung sakripisyo, responsibilidad po. Dapat isa po sa isa-isip.
Sana po sa lahat ng mga overseas workers, magpatuloy sila na makipag-ugnayan sa embahada, sa polo, dahil nandito po kami para makipagtulungan at magserbisyo sa kanila.
Love of family and service to the nation, just a few of the many reasons that push Filipino migrants here in the United States to keep going. Reporting from the Migrant Workers Day at the Philippine Embassy here in Washington, D.C., I am Eliza Gonzales-Manglicmot for Eagle News, 1 with 25.
Thanks, Eliza. That is today's Eagle News, Washington, D.C. Join us tomorrow for stories that matter to you. Visit our websites at eaglenews.net and eaglenewslive.com. Follow us on twitter.com/eaglenewsph and on facebook.com/eaglenewsph. Thank you for watching. I am Rose Papa Angeles, and I am 1 with 25.